All right, you should click on it because it works so much better if you click on it because then you can actually hear it. Today's question is a two-part question about God's command to not kill in the Ten Commandments. The first part of the question is very simple. He says, do not kill. But then on the other hand, God turns to the armies of Israel and says, I want you to go into the promised land and I want you to kill. So isn't God like kind of contradicting himself there? The differences between murder and killing. So in the Ten Commandments, he was saying, don't kill. In other words, it's not up to you to take this upon yourself. So if somebody comes in and steals something from you, it's not up to you to just go into their tent and kill them and take it back, right? You can't make that decision. That decision ultimately belongs in God's hands. And then when he would order his people to go and kill, it was something that God had ordained. So it's the difference between murder and killing. The second part of the question, which is deeply troubling for many people, is when they read that God sent the Israelites into the promised land, he didn't tell them to just go in and kill. He said, when you encounter all the people that live in the land, the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Klingons and the mudbloods, when you go in there and you attack these people, I want you to leave nothing left. I want you to kill every man, woman, and child. And we look at that and we go, wow, how could God make such a decision? How could he command something like that? Here's the thing, and I don't want to sound too weird, but this decision by God actually makes a lot of sense to me. There's two key factors I don't think we normally think about. First of all, when God ordered this, you got to understand, God knows everybody's heart and everybody's mind. He knows not only what people are capable of now, but he knows what they're capable of in the future and what decisions they're going to make. So we get it. We look at ISIS, for example, and we say, yep, they're bad. They're the plague of the earth. We should do whatever we can to eliminate them to keep from hurting other people. And so we get that. But God knows not only what people are capable of now as full-grown adults, but he knows what a child's decisions will be as they grow up and what they do. And so for God, there's no such thing as an innocent child because he knows what's in their heart, what they're going to do in the future, and we don't have that ability and that power. And so if Donald Trump becomes president and he says, we're going to go into Mexico and we're going to just take over Mexico and eliminate every man, woman, and child, this is wrong because, again, that's in the hands of a man. That's wrong. But God knows the heart of people and every decision they're going to make in the future. So that's the first one. The second one, and this is a key ingredient, is you have to understand the people that lived in the promised land were more despicable and ungodly and vile than anything we can even imagine today. They made ISIS look like the French Revolution, okay? They were horrible. They were godless. They were pagan. They were sexually deviant, which means they were into orgies and child molestation, and rape was just a common part of life. You know, it wasn't even considered wrong. And so because of that, the people that would grow up in these cultures and these people groups, it's not like they were going to have a great life. And not only were they not going to have a great life, they were going to end up doing these same things to their own people and to other people. And so God, knowing their heart, knowing their future decisions, said, when you go into this land, I want you to eliminate them from the earth because they are evil and they're only going to lead my people away and into that same sort of lifestyle. So instead of watching these people grow up and sacrifice their children in fires to pagan worship, God said, go in and eliminate them. To me, that makes a lot of sense. But again, that is not a decision that any man, woman, or child could ever make. That is only a decision that God could make. So, why don't you ask a question?